You're gonna love this. This is Craig Metrowich, Celebrities1.tv, and we are sharing this morning how to win the war in your mind. That's the theme for this live vlog. So if you're joining me, I need a love if the signal is good. It's from Cape Town, South Africa, in lockdown. So you can see I'm doing this indoors. Trust the lighting is good and the sound is good. So let's get into it. I really got 3 key points I wanted to discuss today with all of you in this vlog to inspire you. Nigel, thanks for being online. I need a love if the sound is good and the lighting is good. I am indoors, so I'm always aware of the signal. And oh my gosh, how's that for timing? A ray of sunlight just came out to set the lighting right. So let's get into it. How do we win this war in our mind? And I'm reflecting on messages I've got from some of you just saying, you know, Craig, we're stressful. Some of you are battling with your jobs. Some of you have lost your jobs. Some are being retrenched right now. And so, you know, I feel the only gift that I can give all of us is to keep us energized, inspired, to get through these crazy times. So each day I'm vlogging to energize you and inspire you. And let's stay with this theme. How do we win the war in our mind? So the first thing I want to reflect on is stress. Stress kills. Stress kills. Note what I just said. If you look at diseases, you look at illnesses, you look at health, you look at financial stress, you look at target stress, you look at ambition and not achieving it, and the stress you get from that. If you look at stress as an entity, right, you will realize how the management of stress is so important. So the first key element for this vlog is, how are you managing that killer called stress? Are you taking a walk to clear your mind? Are you taking a swim and exercising to clear your mind? If you can't do that, are you reading an uplifting, inspirational book to clear your mind? In other words, what are you doing to create some type of normality in the level of your stress? Very important. Stress management. Stress is a killer. Shout out to my cause, by the way, childhood cancer. Very close to my heart. Why shout out to them? Because also they've taught me over the many years that stress management is very important in the well-being and the recovery. And so for you, if you're in a very stressful state right now, reflect on how you can get rid of that stress. How can you manage that stress level? I've got key cards in front of me to keep me on track. The next point I want to talk about is the calmness within you. So I was watching a bit of Jay Shetty. Go and watch some of his stuff. It's alternative stuff. That's the guy that basically went and was a monk for a while, came back into, you know, the modern world after being a monk, and then reflect on how that calmness and the meditation and how this alternative thinking changed his life. So for me personally, there's no doubt that finding calmness has had a positive impact on me. Because when you find calmness within your mind, calmness within yourself, you then balance out the fear. All right, so that's the reason to try and find this calmness within yourself. And, you know, some will call it finding your purpose. Some will call it finding it your realization. Some will call it is finding a bigger vision that you can aspire to. Some will call it, you know, just in business terms, your big, hairy, audacious goal, which is Jim Collins. So in these crazy times, how are you going to find the calmness within yourself? Not that easy, but certainly doable. And then the third point, Nigel, shout out to you. I just want a thumbs up or a love if the signal is good and it's holding. The third point I want to chat about is the energy. And I want to talk about how powerful your energy is. And do you realize how this gift of energy, this gift of breathing, this gift of being alive, the gift of being here right now, this gift of watching this vlog, this gift of having loved ones near you, this gift of being able to use technology to inspire each other. You know, how are you going to use your energy, which is a gift, to make this day a great day in these crazy times? So I want to mention something around the energy and unlimited mental energy. Sticking with our theme, how do you win the war in your mind? Have any of you heard of savant? If you go and Google it, a lot of the time they call it savant syndrome. I'm referring to part of that, but not the syndrome per se. I'm referring to the genius, the unlocked potential, the unlimited abilities that you would find within a savant. So go and Google the terminology. There's some great YouTube clips on savant. A lot of children, by the way, or kids with autism, have sometimes savant syndrome. And what I'm referring to is everybody has a potential savant locked within them. And that is that unlimited creativity, that unlimited potential that in some cases can be an accident that you had and that unleashes your savant. Or it could be a negative effect, a traumatic experience unleashes your savant. So let me make it practical. Often people that battle in business, they might lose a business completely. It unleashes a savant within them. They become more tenacious. They become driven. They become survival orientated. Okay, so for those that are joining that don't know me, go and look at URPOWERFUL.com. That's my business. And there are some radio interviews. There's my book on there. There's a lot of info just talking about the massive, huge monster mistakes I've made in my life, which I gladly share so that you don't make those mistakes, right? But what I will tell you is it's unleashed the savant within me. In other words, these massive, huge monster hurdles, these huge crises, be it a divorce, be it a death, be it the challenges of your health, be it trying to survive cancer, be it that you are financially broke, whatever those things are, if you win the war in your mind, you are going to bounce back differently. You're going to find that savant within you. You're going to unlock it. You're going to unleash it. And with the right attitude, with optimism, with hope, with belief, with faith, got to add that, you come through on the other side, never ever doubting that you can bounce back. So the message for this morning, Craig Metrowich, celebrities1.tv, that's the good news channel. My challenge to all of us is win the war in your mind. You win the war in your mind, the rest is doable. Be it financial stress, health challenges, relationship challenges. I mean, think isolation even. If you go and read any of the biographies or watch any of the history, and they ask people that were in a war camp, how did you get through it? They escaped within their mind, right? They were physically all in the same environment, but the survivors will tell you they escaped by creating within their mind hope, vision, optimism, a virtual reality for that matter. So, to each one of you, sending you blessings, stay optimistic, read good news, search for good news, try and find good news, share good news channels like this. I've hashtagged the good news vlogger, so you can also find the content easily. And the other one I'm sharing is hashtag the truth matters exposed. So apart from just good news, I've always said, look, I'm an optimistic realist. So the reality is, it is crazy times. But the choice we have is to win the war in our mind, to win the emotional battles we're going through, to get our self-belief back up, to focus on our optimism because it impacts our immune system. And that impacts on our health directly. So, Be the person that makes a difference to others. Starts with you. Win the war in your mind so that you can uplift others. Love you, care for you. That's a wrap. The Good News Channel, Craig Metrowich.